think that one of the structural issues that this country needs to deal with and deal with urgently is corruption. I think corruption is a huge tax on our people. I reckon in my own calculations, and I'm not an economist, I'm a lawyer, but in my own calculations, I reckon that every dollar that is being produced, whether it is Zimplats, whether it's Metallion Gold, whether it's Delta Corporation, every dollar that is being produced in this country, 40 cents are being siphoned out illegally. And I have no doubt, for instance, just to give you one example, illicit financial flows between 2009 and 2012, $3 billion US left this country. I think that if we were able to plug the corruption hole in this country, we actually would not need foreign aid in this country. So corruption is putting a big premium on our society. When you see a huge house on top of a hill in Enterprise Road, a house with lifts in Borodo Brook, you must know that is corruption. When you see Lamborghinis, Mercedes-Benz, Porsches that are parked at Borodo Brook, you must know that that is corruption. So I propose the following. I think that we need to disband the current Zimbabwe Zimbabwe Anti-Corruption Commission. Corrupt people can't catch other corrupt people. So ZAC needs to be truly independent so that it can genuinely deal with the many instances of corruption that have gone unabated in our society. I was Minister of Finance. I began to sound like a broken record on the key issue of diamonds. Mr. Mugabe now accepts that at least $15 billion US was stolen. If he was genuine, we should have set up a commission, an independent commission of inquiry, consisting of international lawyers, international accountants, international investigators, forensic scientists, to trace where our money is. And mark my words, our money is buying houses in the south of France. Our money is buying houses in the Principe of Monaco. Our money is buying Ferraris in Dubai. Our money is buying apartments in New York and in Shanghai or in Hong Kong. So we need to this investigation. The second thing, so we need to strengthen the Zimbabwe Anti-Corruption Commission and make it totally independent. Number two, we need a law that compels every person in a public office, starting with the president, to civil servants, to declare their assets. How many goats do you have at the beginning of the year? So that if at the end of the year you've got 20 goats, when you couldn't even buy a vase, we will ask you, where did you get the money? There are some people right now that can change a car every day of the week. There are some people right now that are constructing houses on rocks and mountains that 10 years ago engineers said it was impossible. We have to investigate these people. Third, we have to strengthen the Income Tax Act and give the Zimbabwe Revenue Authority power to conduct lifestyle audits. That is key. It happens in other countries. If you go to America, the reason why the IRS were able to bring the mafia is that they started conducting lifestyle audits on the mafia. You've got this huge house. Show us the audit trail. How did you acquire the sale? So to cut a long story short, we have to panic about corruption. It can be business as usual. The cases you are talking about, the cases at ZimDev, the cases at Salary, those are small fish in the pond. Those are carpenter. Let's catch the real whales. Let's start with diamonds. Let's start with that DEMA project where the country is paying $15 million US for dirty diesel fuel that we are purchasing at 18 cents a kilowatt when we can import cheaper electricity at 9 cents a kilowatt from Eskom in South Africa or from HCB, Kabora Basa in Botswana, so in Mozambique. That's real corruption. So, and part of the problems about corruption is that, and by the way, we have now overtaken South Africa and Nigeria on the anti-corruption index. The flip side of corruption is inequality. And inequality is measured by the Gini coefficient. Again, our Gini coefficient is now lower than that of South Africa and Nigeria, the two countries that have dominated the corruption bar on the African continent for a long time. And it's a shame. More so because it's being done by very few people. Very few people are leading the corruption crusade in this country. I don't think the individuals are more than 20. But of course, there are huge companies which have been responsible for transfer pricing, thin capitalization, and other noted things that are responsible for illicit financial flows from this country and from the continent.
For these and other stories, visit our website www.263chat.com. Follow us on Twitter @263chat and like our Facebook page 263chat.